Well, Izmir on the Turkish coast has been one of the main departure points for refugees heading to Greece. Our correspondent Iolo Dafydd is there. He joins us live from Izmir. Iolo, Turkey is critical to the success of this plan to keep the refugees out of Europe. But do Turkey have the infrastructure in place to implement and enforce this deal?
It is a very long coastline, all the way down here, very close to so many of the Greek islands, which has been a favoured destination for many of the people who are trying to get into Europe. And of course, it's been a favoured destination of the smugglers as well. We heard from the UK Prime Minister David Cameron the other day saying we need to bust this business for the smugglers. So we know this morning, for instance, on the first day of this agreement, that the Turkish Coast Guard and security are checking some of the favourite haunts, some of the coves where people have been taken over across the Aegean to Lesbos, for instance, nearby. And there are some reports also of 69 people being caught leaving Çanakkale earlier this morning, and they've now been returned to Turkey. So we are beginning to see, I think, this being put into force here, enforced at least by the Turkish authorities.
There are already 2.7 million Syrian refugees in Turkey. The question is, how are they going to handle any more? Do they have the infrastructure in place?
Well, this is one of the reasons why the Turkish government was pressing the European Union for more money. They need that kind of assistance in the same way that the Greek authorities need specialist assistance in Greece to deal with all these people, to process people, especially after this agreement now coming into force. If there are people to be repatriated, to be taken back into Turkey from where they've left to arrive in Greece, if they cannot get asylum, then obviously those people will be repatriated. So in terms of Turkey, they pressed very hard for 3 billion euros initially, which was agreed and pledged, and now they've got another 3 billion euros pledged by 2018. Now that still is less than what the Turkish government has already spent on dealing with those refugees so far. So it is a critical problem. But of course, part of this deal is for every person that is returned from Greece into Turkey, then one of those refugees from Turkey will be taken by European states in Europe. That is part of this deal.
Okay, Iolo, many thanks for that. Iolo Dafydd joining us there live from Izmir.